Hello everyone and welcome back to where it all started. Yes, that's right, we are back in the single player world. Look at this. The starter house, the barn, the honey factory type thing. Blacksmith, didn't need to zoom there, but whatever. Right, we're back. It's been far too long since I have been playing in this world, or more accurately, since I made a video in this world, because I have been doing stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff actually, but we'll get to that. So, I just wanted to reassure people straight away, this world is not over. I have got tons to do in this world, and I want to keep it going for as long as I possibly can. Ideally forever. I want to keep it going forever. So, one of the mega huge projects that I want to get done is this quad witch hut perimeter. I have one witch farm. I also have another 3 witch huts that I've done nothing with yet. And this perimeter, well, I covered it in water and most of it is lit up underground, but that's not a perimeter. We need to get rid of all this. The way I've decided to do it, there's going to be a combination of digging with my trusty netherite pickaxe and also using some flying machines, which I have been getting to grips with. I know how they work now. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be epic. There's going to be a lot of things going on. And I cannot wait to start making some progress. We've got a lot of prep to do first. So we still have our village treated here. This needs to move. Ow. I've got all my trading villages over there. They need to move. I also have this area over here. Now this is my slime farm, which is very efficient because it's been dug out to the surface, as you can see. And I've got a ton of slime out. This is crazy how much I've got. What's this? I haven't looked at this for a while. So I've got almost 3 double chests there. And I think this is pretty much full as well. So yeah, we've got a ton of slime anyway. That's my point. So this red glass block here, this is going to be the AFK point. For once I get all this dug out, when I stand there, all 4 of these witch huts will be in range. Once there's a perimeter, nothing else can spawn. So this is going to be mega efficient. So obviously this slime farm isn't in the ideal place, but I'm going to leave it there for now. I did have a plan of just getting rid of it straight away, but I'll leave it there for now, because what I want to do is take advantage of this that I've already set up. So this is the item elevator for the slime balls, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to expand this storage greatly, because, as I said, I want to dig out a lot of what's down here. So actually, let's go have a look at what I've been doing. Okay, so this is the mine that I've been digging out. I have shown this before, but just as a refresher, this is what I've been trying to do. So I only have the 1 beacon set up over here at the minute, and my plan is to dig everything out at diamond level for this perimeter, and then the rest of it will be bombed from above. And the main reason I'm doing that is I don't want to waste these things, so I'm leaving them there for now because I thought it'd be fun to just get them all at the same time. But what I need to do, obviously, because I only have 1 beacon, and that only covers a 50 block radius, so that's 100 blocks across. And this perimeter, I'm planning on doing it 150 blocks away from the AFK point, so that's 300 by 300 square. So I'm going to need a few more beacons. So let's have a quick look at what I've been doing since the last episode. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. And that is what I've been up to. Well, it's one of the things I've been up to anyway. I have been building this platform down here. This is the lowest level that Nether Fortress mobs will spawn in the bounding box of this Nether Fortress. So what I've been doing, as you saw, I've been digging out a lot of the Nether brick from the fortress above, and I've been putting together this platform down here. And it's been going well. Oh my god, see what I mean? There's a lot of spawns, like right in front of me, just like that. I don't like blazes though. I definitely don't like blazes. But I've been digging out a lot of this area and a lot of the spawnable space above, and it doesn't look like I made a dent in it. It's absolutely huge, this area, and with this being in the biome that it's in, there's a lot of terrain to dig out as well. So all this I'm going to get rid of eventually. I don't know if I'm going to dig it or if I'm going to bomb it, but I've been digging for now and I've got rid of tons. And it's been going very, very well. And this spawning area down here, this is the lower platform, this one here, and it has been very, very productive. So let's go have a look and see what I've got. Okay, so this is my storage area where I've been dumping all the stuff that I've been digging out of this. Obviously, tons of netherrack, soul sand and soul soil, and the basalt going very well. I don't think I'm going to need to put together a generator anytime soon because I'm getting tons out of this nether brick. This will all be used for the platform, and then a little bit of blackstone and random junk. But that's not why we're here. I think most of you will have figured out what I've been trying to do. Because I want to dig out a perimeter, I'm going to need a few beacons. So I've managed to get 18 wither skeleton skulls. So I'm going to have to fight 6 withers, but I won't be doing it all at the same time. So that has been absolutely brilliant. I haven't even built another fortress farm yet. So that is just from being working around here and killing every wither skeleton that I've seen, I've managed to get 18 skulls. So that has gone very, very well. And I'm definitely going to have to get on with killing those. But before we do that, you'll notice that my pickaxe is in need of repair. And that has happened quite a lot while I've been around here. So I did have another little job that I got on with. Let's go have a look at that right now. Okay, so we're back over at the crazy gold farm. And this is where I've been coming to recharge all of my tools, if I remember to put it in my offhand. And the spawn rates of this thing are absolutely crazy when I'm up there. And if you notice, I'm actually getting spawns when I'm stood down here now, which wasn't happening before because of where I'm stood. I'm actually quite low down above the bedrock. So this means that all the area immediately below the bedrock will actually have mobs spawning, which is no good for this farm. One of the other crazy tasks I've been doing is I've been mob proofing below there. You can see I haven't done it completely yet because I'm not getting much now. So that means there's a ton of mobs down there. But let's go have a look at what I've been doing because it may not be finished yet, but we've definitely made some good progress. Okay, so the other thing that I did, fairly obvious, it involves buttons. So what I've been doing, I've been placing buttons down here, and this will completely stop the mob spawning down here. Now, I've obviously missed a few spots because, you know, these guys are here, and there are a couple of little places I've missed, but I've done a fairly good job of doing all this, but this is a teeny tiny area compared to what I've actually done. So let's just go down this, which goes down to the lowest part of where the mobs can spawn. Right, so I've got all this cave done all down here, and then yeah, I know, I think I did start to lose my mind doing this, but it needs doing, definitely needed doing. Got all of this around here done. It goes all the way around here. But this is outside the spawnable space, but yeah, we've done loads, absolutely loads. But there is more to do because just down here, I've noticed very recently there's a bastion down here, and I didn't know this was here. So at some point, I'm going to have to go in here, get rid of everything, and spawn proof all of that. But I don't have time for that today. I've got so much to do, and I just want to get on with it. And I can't remember the way out of here. Right. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. And you know what? I really want to look at my stats now. I haven't done this yet. I haven't looked at how many buttons I've placed. Ow. So let's do that. Let's have a look at how many buttons I've placed, because this is going to be a surprise for me as well. It's going to be thousands, I know that, because I've taken a few shulker boxes of stone and got rid of all of it into stone buttons. So let's have a quick look at this. Where is it? Statistics, and it's in items, isn't it? Times used, is it that? Stone buttons. So I've crafted 14,006 and I've placed 14,041 stone buttons. That's crazy. And I'm not even finished yet. Okay, sorry about that. I got a little bit sidetracked there, but I was explaining about this. So I'm going to expand this storage, and it's going to be a lot bigger than this because we're still going to have the slime farm working. But then when I'm mining at diamond level, I want to be able to get rid of all the items because my inventory is going to fill up really fast when I've got haste 2 and efficiency 5. So I want to be able to throw it somewhere and then have it come up here and into this storage. So obviously there's all the precious stuff I want to keep, but then the stone and all the stone variants, I've got my mason villages and I'll probably get a couple more as well, and I can get a ton of emeralds out of that. So I'm going to be mining a 300 by 300 square, which is a crazy area, and you know what, I probably won't do all of it, but I'm going to give it a good go and I'm going to dig out as much of it as I can because I really want to get a lot of resources out of this before I start bombing from the top. So I think that's all the explaining I can do. Now I need to go fight 6 withers. So let's go do that. Right, so I've got my chest plate equipped and I'm back over at my wither killing area. So just setting the first one up at the end of this tunnel, running away, taking my potions, and then it's just standard bow for the first half. And then once it's down to half health, take the strength potion and whack at him with the sword. And then after that, filling in the blocks. And I think it took me longer to fill all this back in than it did to do the wither fights. So then after that, I've got the second one, and then my potions were still active for this one. And I'm getting this, you're getting this from the other angle now. And then there's number 3 slowly coming towards me. This one didn't seem to come as far down the tunnel. I was actually a bit worried it was going to go off in another direction and would lose it, but managed to kill it in the end. And then this one, this is the side view of number 4. I really like this look. I think I'm going to do some more time lapses like this because I really like the look of this one. Okay, so you get the idea. And after that time lapse, I killed the other 2, so I now have 6 nether stars. So it's time to craft some beacons and get them set up. So let's put them away safe, and we'll get back across to the base and craft up some beacons. Right, so back in the blacksmith, just grab some glass out of here, and now we have everything we need to make 6 beacons. So let's go for it. There we go. I've never done that all in one go before. Excellent. Right, we also need some blocks, don't we? So let's sort that out. Right, so if I was on Ramblecraft, I would definitely be using iron. But in this world, I don't have a crazy iron farm just yet. I will have, but this isn't enough for 6 beacons. So I do have a crazy gold farm. So I'm going to use this instead. So we'll take these. You know what? I'm going to put them there for now. Just keep them safe. And we will go get this set up. Because as I'm a big nerd, I have just worked out by using a spreadsheet exactly where these beacons need to go, and also the coordinates of the corners of the perimeter itself. So now I'm going to do a little bit of digging and mark out where everything is going to go. Okay, so I made a ton of progress around here, and that took absolutely ages. I can't believe how long that took. Digging the border around the perimeter, the 300 block square, and I did the minimum tunnel possible, just one wide and two high so I can get through. That took 40 minutes. And then placing all 8 of these beacons, digging them down, took another hour. I can't believe how long that took. And I've got tons of blocks to dig out. So God knows how much time I'm going to spend on this by the time I finish. But we do have 8 beacons. So wherever I go around this outer edge, I will have haste 2, which is going to make my life so much easier. Speaking of making my life easier, I do need to do one more step before we get on with a crazy amount of digging, and that is to have somewhere to put all these blocks. So I did say earlier that I was going to expand this storage, but I don't think I'm going to leave it here. I think what I want to do is put it somewhere in the sky. And then that way, I can put the villages up there as well. And then periodically, just come up here and then trade a load of stone with the masons. And I have crafted 10 stone cutters. So I'm going to get as many masons as I can and just turn all of that stone into emeralds. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to build up a little platform, then redirect this item elevator, put a ton of storage in, and I'll probably filter this one as well. So I'll put some item filters on the back, and then we can get on with doing the, what we're going to call them, drop-off stations. Yeah, that'll do. We'll get on with building the drop-off stations after I've done this little platform. Okay, so we now have somewhere to store all the items that we're going to be digging out. So I've built up this temporary storage area. I know it looks a bit over the top for something that's temporary, but there's going to be a lot of stuff coming into here, and I wanted to have it sorted. So as you can see, the slime is also coming up here as well. So this is all filtered, and I've marked out on the front in these item frames what's going where. So I've got 3 for stone, which is going to be nowhere near enough if I was going to store everything. But we've got these behind us. So these are going to be crucial in my plan. These I'm going to trade stone with once I unlock all the trades. So I do need to go get some clay in a minute. And then that also applies to these 3 as well. And cobblestone, that's one I'm a little bit worried about because I can't actually remember how many fortune picks I've got. I've got 4 netherite pickaxes that I'm going to be using, and I think one of them's fortune and 3 are silk touch, so I will need to check that. And then all of these are empty at the moment. There is nothing that's been assigned to these, but I'm going to figure that out as I go, because I've got the 4 slime here, and then the last one, this is for anything that doesn't fit. Oh, that shouldn't be there, so something's gone wrong. So this is basically just an overflow. So if I see anything piling up in here, possibly the redstone and the coal ore, I'll set another filter for those. But for now, I'm just going to go with this. And this lot, I've just been moving these across on this rail, and it's a very, very manual thing. I've just been changing the rail at the back, just like this, when it's time to go into the next one. So I've got a couple more minecarts, so let's go do another one together. So I've just been putting the minecart down here, grabbing the ones that are in the corner, and here's the last one from there. And then once they get up there, just blocking them off and putting the, what's it called, stone cutter in front of them. So it should be coming anytime now. Here he comes. And then he'll go into the back of there. And I'll just break this and put it there. And I've just been using slabs to keep them nice and safe. And then obviously they have a roof on as well, so they're not going to get turned into witches. And no mobs should be able to get them either, because I've got these trapdoors here. I mean, this is all spawn proofed anyway. This is all very well lit up because of this glowstone, but even if a baby zombie did manage to get up here, they wouldn't be able to get through there because that's not a full 1 block gap. Okay, so I'll just put this down here, and that's 1 more mason. So I've got 4 more slots, We'll see about getting those set up, but I think for now, this should do. Okay, so I also went ahead and set up the first drop-off station. So this is just a standard dropper into a water stream with the auto dropper circuit on the back of it, and then I've just added 2 chests with hoppers going into that dropper. So when I go around here, do a bit of mining, I can then just dump it into these chests and anything else I've got on me as well, to be honest, and then that should just go into the overflow. So I can just stick all this in here, and then that will get sent up that water stream, up the item elevator, and then that'll go into the storage area. So it's a great way of cleaning out my inventory while I'm doing tons of mining down here. And I've only got the one set up at the moment, but I'll do that as I go. So I'm going to do this area first, and then I think I'm going to set one of these up at each of the 8 beacons. That's probably enough. I can just run to one of the beacons and dump it there. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. And I think that's it. I think that's everything I need to do infrastructure wise. So now I'm going to jump into one final time lapse and get started on some digging. Four hours later, this is where we are. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. That was a lot of digging, and I've decided to leave it there because I was struggling to come up with any creative ways for how to make that time lapse look any good. It's basically going to be more of the same, just digging this out, this huge area, just 3 blocks high like I have here. So coming up with any interesting ways of making that time lapse a little bit different is going to be very difficult. So we'll just leave it where it is for the minute. But as you can see, progress has been made. This has gone very well. So right down there, that is the southwest corner of this witch hut perimeter. And that's 150 blocks away from the center point in both directions. So that's gone really good. And you can see the 2 beacons here. These are 100 blocks apart, just to give you a sense of scale. And obviously there's a lot more to do. I was slowed down a bit by the lava. There was a huge patch just here. And I actually turned this lot into obsidian and got rid of all that. So that was a bit of a mistake. That took quite a while. And then there was another lot just over here, still a bit more there, but I used gravel to get rid of that. And there's been a lot of gravel in here, so that come in handy to get rid of that. So I think with all the rest of it, I know there's some more in the the northwest corner. There's a load of lava over there as well, so I've got a lot more to do. And I've got a few more slime chunks. Need to get rid of these as well. I do have these ones here, and I've covered all these in water. Right, so as you can see, I put in the second water stream at this second beacon. So I've been dumping tons and tons of items. Everything I've dug out has gone up there. So let's go have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so we're back up here at the temporary storage area with our very, very noisy villagers. You saw the area that I dug out, so you'd expect that I've got a lot of resources from this. So let's have a look at how much stone we've got. There's one double chest there. And less than half a chest there. That's it. That's all there is. All of these would have been full more than once. But I have traded every single bit of stone I've got out of this with all of these. These have been absolute troopers. They have traded absolutely everything. And this pickaxe, I haven't had to go to an XP farm to repair it. And I haven't used any of the others. I've got 3 more netherite pickaxes, but I've only used this one. Because trading the stone with these has repaired my pickaxe every time. So the pick lasted half an hour every time I went mining. And then I just came up here, and the stone that I'd got in that session, I traded it all. And I did that a few times. And this is what we got. I got a few emeralds from doing this. So yeah, that's better than having loads of stone, because I've got about 20 shulker boxes of stone anyway. So yeah, this has gone good. And I have traded quite a lot of this as well, but I've kept a little bit because the stone has just kept me going. I've also got filters for gravel, dirt and obsidian. And then I added another 2 in for the redstone and the coal, like I said I would do earlier. And then my slime farm is still cranking out the slime balls. Look at this. This is only from about 4 or 5 hours. And it's almost done 5 chests. Actually, yeah, it's done more than that, because some of it's gone in here. And then in my last one, my overflow, I've got almost a stack and a half of diamond ore. So I would call this a very, very productive session. And I'm not really after the resources. I just want to get rid of everything under here. But unfortunately, we have reached that time again. I think this episode is probably getting crazily long now, so I am going to leave it there. But we've made some very, very good progress, and I've got a lot more digging to do before the next episode. Then we'll be getting on with building some flying machines, TNT dupers, and destroying this entire area. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.